Everybody, Pat's Place PVTV. We're here at the Nuevo Vallarta Treasury office, what they call the Recaudadora. At this office, at this time, they're only doing the basic stuff. Vehicle renewals is where you pick up your vehicle renewal paperwork after paying online, or transfers of ownership for vehicles. The driver's license office is no longer here. The chisme, the gossip I heard, and this might be incorrect, is that they are their separate entity and they're supposed to be paying rent, and so they weren't paying rent here, and so that's why they had to go and leave and go to the San Jose office for whatever reason. But because of space reasons, as somebody told me that went there to the office, they only have space for one person there. So you've got one person doing driver's licenses for the whole municipality of Bay of Banderas, one of the largest, if not the largest municipalities in the Bay. So yeah, that's a little bit of a bottleneck right there. So we're not doing Nayarit driver's licenses at this time. We're like you, we're just waiting and seeing what happens. We are able to go ahead and offer Jalisco driver's licenses as an alternative. Yes, it's legal. Yes, it's fine. It doesn't matter if you live in Nayarit, we can do it. And those are actually kind of nice because they're good for 4 years, and they're actually pretty easy to renew on your own, relatively so, if you want to do that. So that's an option right there. In the meantime, we're just going to wait and sit. Going back to transfers of ownership here in Nayarit, a couple months ago, Secretary of Finance, I believe, said that everybody has to issue a factura for purchasing a vehicle in Nayarit. So that means that traditionally what would happen is, if I'm the owner of a vehicle and I'm selling to somebody else, I would go ahead and take the factura, right, from when the vehicle was sold, and here I sign off on, they'd sign off in the back to me, and I'd go ahead and take that to the office, and they'd charge me some money, a tax of roughly 3%, and then put a stamp on the back of that factura, and that's mine. This guy from the Capitol wants to do the proper way back from 2014. Anyways, basically is you have to issue a factura in the name of your buyer. And so I have checked here with the office. You have to issue the factura to the buyer, or the seller has to issue a factura to you to buy the car. They do not have to charge you the 16% tax. I was misinformed on that prior. They use what they call a sin obligaciones fiscales, without financial obligations, without tax obligations, and they can put a generic RFC number there to sell it to you. However, the seller, from what I understand, has to have an RFC, a tax ID number, for them to go ahead and issue a factura, even if it's not collecting the 16% value added tax, the EVA tax that they have down here. So if you don't have that, then apparently what you can do, and I'll share it here, you can go ahead and contact the guy up in Tepic and request an exception, saying that you don't have the tax document, that you just have the traditional paperwork that I just showed you there. But the issue that I'm being told here at the office is that people are not getting responses from the office in Tepic to get authorization to do it the traditional way. So it's really quiet here in terms of that. They don't want your money. Fortunately, Jalisco comes to the rescue, so if you are a legal resident of Mexico, we are able to go ahead and do the registration in Jalisco. If you're not, if you're a tourist, we have another state available. So we got you covered, don't worry. Any questions, go ahead and reach out to us at Pat's Plates PV. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions about what you guys want us to cover, go ahead and reach out to us. What I'm going to go over next, because I'm starting to hear a lot of people are showing up to town and they want to buy a car. Remember, car paperwork is super complicated here because, for example, well, we'll go over that later, but it's like, look, this is all the paperwork that's necessary, right, to do a transfer of ownership for a car. It's not like a title, it's not half an hour like back home in Canada, you know. So yeah, anyways, reach out to us, Pat's Place TV. Happy to help. Take care, have a great day.